You're now tuned in to the latest, the newest, hottest show on YouTube. I got a story to tell. Hosted by your boy, OG Sonny Blanco. Fire interviews, worldly topics, and much more. Stay tuned. OG Sonny Blanco. I got a story to tell. You heard?
Good people. What's rocking? It's been a little minute, right? You now tuned in. Your boy, OG Sonny Blanco. I got a story to tell, you heard? But yo, before we get into it and all of that, right? You already know it's been like a little 3 weeks, maybe a month. Been like a month since I dropped my last joint. Still going through with Mama Love. You understand what I'm saying? I'm Mama Love, one and only child. My father got other kids and all of that. I'm Mama Love, one and only child. So, you know what I mean? Got to do what I got to do. But let's get back to the program since it's been a minute, right? Little story real quick. This right here might be a little 2 for 1 because you already know them niggas got garbage down the way. You heard? I'm on my St. Last today on the Slim Blunt King. You know what I mean? You know I'm usually on the raw paper and the grabbing and all of that. Felt like switching it up. I'm on the little backwood and all that today, right? But yo, we gonna get into a little story. So yeah, listen. Anybody who know me, right, know I'm death scared of snakes. Like I'm petrified. Death scared of snakes. Listen, if I gotta fight a dude, right, and I'm empty-handed, I ain't got nothing on me, nothing but my bare knuckles and all of that, right, my hands and my feet, right. If a dude got a gun, one dude, and a dude got a snake, and I gotta pick between who I'ma fight, I'm fighting the nigga with the gun. That's word is bond. I'm fighting a nigga with the gun. I'm death scared of snakes, right? So, yeah, listen. This back around, like 95, right? 96 and all that. Maybe 95, 96, somewhere around here, right? When Madden was popping, right? When everybody was on the Madden crazy, right? Niggas was throwing money on the Madden and all that, right? So I got this son. I'm going to call my son Tom Tom, right? So I got my son Tom Tom. Everybody know I'm scared of snakes, right? But my son Tom Tom, he got 2 pythons. But back up. I tell you I'm scared of snakes, but I watch everything about them. Like I done told y'all, I love the wildlife channel and the nature channel and all that shit, documentaries and all that. My G, shout it out. Roz Reptile, word. RAAS, Roz Reptile. Shit on YouTube crazy, but I love all that shit, so I watch all that shit, I learn all that shit, I study all that shit, but I'm death scared of snakes, right? But with that being said, like I like to see him eat. Like I used to be up to the little aquarium or whatever he kept them in, and the rats get in there and watch. I still love that shit, right? But back to the Madden. So we playing Madden, right? I'm waiting on my turn. Like it was niggas playing before me, right? We playing for money, so I'm next up. So I'm waiting on my turn, right? Alright, so bang, so my turn comes, right? It's my turn to play the game, right? So I'm on the game, I'm sitting in like a single chair. Everything is going on behind me, like the aquarium to the left behind me with the snakes. It's a couch over here against the wall on the left. I'm sitting in a single chair, it's like a little love seat over here, it's the TV right here, right? So bang, we all in the Madden and all that crazy. I see Tom Tom when he grabbed the snake. He grabbing the snake to do something. I don't know what he was doing, but he grabbed the snake. And I'm playing, but he was a little too close to me. I synced him. He's like standing right there. I'm like, yo, Tom, come on, B. You know I don't play with them snakes. Homie, go ahead with that shit. Going over there with that, right? It's his house and all of that. We in Tom house. But I'm like, yo, son, go ahead with that, B. You know I don't rock with them snakes. So, bang. I'm playing the game, right? I'm all in. I think I might have had Dallas at the time, because I think Dallas was popping back then. So whatever team was popping back then, that's the team I ran with on the game and all that, right? So bang, I'm playing the game and all of that, right? Yeah, listen, hold on. Let me take this shit off. Yeah, listen. This nigga Tom, right? This nigga Tom done some crazy shit. This nigga Tom put the snake up. But I don't know he put the snake up, right? So I'm all in the game, right? The nigga creeps up behind me. Hold on, put this down. The nigga creeps up behind me all crazy. He done took his belt off, right? He got the belt all crazy and took his belt off. He walks up behind me and throws the belt behind my neck. Yo, listen, you know the buckle part, so I ain't stunting on you. It's official tissue. I ain't stunting, but you know the buckle part, bang, hits me on my neck like this, nigga. I thought that nigga had bit me. I thought it was dog. I thought it was over, nigga. I start strangling the belt. I got the belt like this. Strangling the belt. I'm killing the belt and all of that. Yeah, listen. Y'all probably laughing right now, right? Just like y'all laughing right now. It was like 6 niggas in the apartment. We playing the Mad and all that, right? Them niggas is on the floor dying. I'm still, I'm killing the, yeah, listen, that joker did like that. I could have sworn. Now, mind you, pythons don't even bite like that. And if they do bite, they ain't poisonous. They like to strangle and all of that, right? But you listen, that joker said, bang, nigga. I'm killing the belt, right? Strangling the shit out the belt. I fuck around, everybody laughing and shit, and I finally see it's a belt I'm holding. Yo, listen. You know what I mean? Niggas had to talk me, yeah, chill. I'm Aleem at the time. Hey, yo, chill. Hey, yo, chill. I'm like, hey, yo, to this day, I don't fuck with that nigga Tom. I ain't talked to that nigga since. To this day, fuck that nigga and all of that, right? Niggas know I don't play with the snakes and all that. I'm death scared. That's my word. You go see all the bitch. A couple things you go see all the bitch come out of me in, right? I'm squeamish when it come to women. Like, I could see a nigga get his head bust to the white meat, right? I done put my work in on all of that. You know what I mean? Put my work in and all that. I could see a nigga get busted his head to the white meat. But I'm squeamish when it come to women. I was a dude in sex education class in home ec in high school. Like, when they showed the birth and all that, niggas had to send me to the library because I'ma pass out. I'm a faint and all of that, right? So I'm squeamish when it come to women. You go see the bitch come out of me with that shit, right? And the snakes. Nah, can't deal with them snakes, yo. That shit crazy, word. All right, that was a little quick story real quick. Now I'm gonna give you a little true story. This right here for all my YGs. All my YGs, right? This for you. If you go rep something, and if you go be about something, know what you repping. Know what you standing on. Know what you about. Because if a nigga run down on you and lay you down, you done got laid down over something. You done put your life on the line over something you ain't even know about. You ain't even fully understand. You ain't even know the protocol and everything that goes along with what you repping. I say that to say this. This might have been a couple months ago, right? So like 3-4 months, man, maybe like 5 months ago, right? Bam, 4 months ago, somewhere around there. Me and my son, we got this little thing. We do our little 1-2, right? Once a week or whatever, right? So bang, this day we going bowling. We going bowling and out to eat. It's me and my little man, right? So bang, we walking out the door. We done got ready and all of that, right? As soon as I walk out the door, I go to get in the whip. When I'm walking to the whip, I see this young boy. Pardon. Young boy probably about 15. Max, 15, 14, somewhere around there, 13, 14, 15 max, young boy, right? Flamed up heavy. Banging on the right? On so. He banging on the right, flamed up heavy, super heavy, right? And I usually don't do this because I'm an old head. I'm inactive and all that. I usually don't do this, right? But bang, I hit the YG. I'm like, yo, you Damu? On everything I love. If I'm lying, I'm flying. On everything I love. I said, yo, young boy, you Damu, YG? The YG looked at me and said, nah, I ain't Damu, I'm blood. Nigga, what you I said, nigga, you Damu. Damu mean blood. The nigga arguing me to death. Nah, nigga, I ain't Damu. I'm blood, nigga. My big homie this and my big homie that. And nigga, I'm blood. I'm like, nigga, what the fuck is, nigga? I've been banging before you came out your daddy nuts, nigga. Like, before you was even thought about, I was putting it in over this red flag and all that, nigga. Like, what the fuck is you talking about, B? You ain't Damu, you blood. I'm trying to school him like, yo, listen, it's the Swahili and all this. Nah, nigga, nah. So he with the, and I'm like, I'll break this little nigga neck, right? But I ain't even knowing that type of time. I'm like, yeah, you know what? Forget that. I go jump in the whip. Me and my son jump in the whip. We out, right? So, bang, I think I was going to light up, and I dropped the lighter. So I hit the brakes in the whip. Stop the car, I'm bending down to get my lighter, but when I'm coming up, I'm no freaky. When I'm raising up, I'm looking in the rearview mirror and all that. I see son stop and open his bag like he's scared, and he pump faking like he about to pull out something, and I know he pump faking. Because if he really had something when I was right there face to face, ran down on him, he would have, you know what I mean? But on top of all that, I know he pump faking. I say, yo, in my head, I'm like, yo, I should get out and be, you know what I mean? Molly-wop this little nigga, but he a little nigga, I'ma leave that alone. So I just drive off, I keep it pushing. Me and my son, we go bowling, we had a good night, we got something to eat and all that. Come back to the crib, everything is everything. All right, so about 3 or 4 days later, in the apartment complex at the time, it's a YG live upstairs. Shout it out, YG. The YG live upstairs. That's my son right there. That's my son. Every time he see me, yo, what up, YG? What up, OG? We dap it up. I be giving the nigga edibles. You know what I mean? Shit like weed, you know what I mean? That's my son right there. So he's sitting on his steps, right? But when he's sitting on the steps, it's like 6 niggas out there, right? He's sitting on the steps, and maybe a nigga right here, nigga standing right here, and like 3 or 4 of them sitting on the steps. The YG from upstairs, he's sitting on the steps. So I walking up, I got past them to get to my spot, right? So I'm walking up. Yo, what up, OG? Yo, what up, YG? Peace up, this, down, there. Yeah. He telling the other youngins, like, yo, listen, that's the OG right there. He got the YouTube page. He be talking that shit, blah, 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 yada, ray. And when I'm looking at him talking, I look behind him, and it's a youngin sitting behind him on his steps, but he got his head down like this, like he ain't trying to be seen, right? So I'm like, yo, I like, hey, yo, ain't you the little nigga from the other day, son? Soon as I said that, he lifts his head up. Yeah, that's me, right? I'm like, yo, let me. The YG from upstairs already heard. We ain't know it was you he was talking about. Like, if you would have beat the shit out that nigga, like, it ain't nothing we could have done because you the OG. I'm like, first of all, I wouldn't put my hands on a nigga. A nigga's a YG. I wouldn't even have done that, but I'm like, listen, like, what the fuck is he talking about? He ain't Damu, he blood. Like, y'all niggas don't know your Swahili. Y'all niggas don't know your codes. Y'all niggas ain't got the wood, no freaky, where the paperwork at and all of that, right? Like, what the fuck are y'all talking about? These niggas don't know who, forget them, fuck them and all that, but niggas don't know who a OG Mac is, who a Deadeye is, a CK, a Shockwell, a Powerful, a Magoo, a nobody. They don't even know, like, the new generation, they don't know nobody, right? But he talking about he blood. He flamed the fuck up. And if I would have been on my bullshit and smacked fire out of him and took his flag and all that, which I could have done, it'd have been rightfully so, right? Then niggas gonna be looking at me like I'm crazy. But anyway, back to the story. I'm like, nah, I wouldn't have touched him. He a YG and all that, but what the fuck is he talking? Who was this nigga Big Homie? Lo and behold, his so-called Big Homie is the one standing on my right next to me. So I turns and I look at him now. The YG like 15 or so, right? Told you that already. Max, he 15. His OG, his Big Homie, 19, 20, maybe 21, 22. Max. That's the problem right there. Hey, y'all niggas claiming Big Homies. You ain't spent the gang long enough. You know what I mean? You ain't been spinning around the gang long enough to be claiming Big Homies and all this. Now, I give you this. Like, when I had my little squad and all that, I had my squad of YGs. I did have, like, my top YG who I put over them little niggas, but they weren't calling him Big Homie. They weren't calling him Big Homie. That don't make sense. You know what I mean? So anyway, I'm like, yo, son, this your pup right here? You're like, yeah, that's my pup. I'm like, God, how he don't know Damu is Swahili for blood? How he don't know that's what we call each other, Damu? How he don't know about the language of Swahili, because that's what we spoke in, so everybody else wouldn't know what we was talking about. The Spanish had their language. We had to have our language. How he don't know this? His Big Homie looks at me like, yo, word, I ain't even know that. I'm like, nigga, how you ain't know that? Niggas on YouTube know this shit. Niggas who ain't even banging, just want to run across it, know this shit. Niggas who don't have a flag or care about a flag know this shit. How the fuck you don't know this shit and you got your pups out here running around all brazy and all that? So then we get to talking. He don't know nothing about the Swahili. This is how I know. Niggas don't know nothing about OG Mac. Niggas don't know about how this shit started. Niggas don't know nothing. But you running around out here flanked up and all that, then you come across a real live one, you know what I mean? Or you come across somebody that actually got it in under that Damu thing, you know what I mean? Under that banner and all of that, right? You run across me, and I'm like, yo, nigga, you Damu, what that fire be like? You know what I mean? All that good shit, and you like, I ain't Damu, I'm blood. What type of peanut butter and jelly shit is that? Right? So you listen, man. Shout out to the first generation, second generation, third generation. Shout out every generation. But you listen. It's people, regardless of what you think about it, regardless of what you feel about it, regardless if it's wrong or if it's right, regardless of all of that, I ain't too 12ing about that right now. It's people that gave their lives up for this thing right here. You know what I mean? One thing's for sure, two things for certain. Them Cali niggas say we ain't real over here, right? We more structured, right? And we real over here, but let me tell you how we real. When blood is shed and people is dying and you going to funerals and niggas is getting locked up, catching all type of years and all that, it don't get no realer than that. We respect where it came from, but don't say it ain't real over here. Niggas is dying over this. Niggas is shedding their blood over this and all of that, right? So back to the youngin'. You got niggas who went in with 3 to 6, 2 to 4 bids and all of that. And fucked around the court 20, 25. Some ain't never coming home over that flag you had in your back pocket. And this ain't no disrespect to you, YG. I hope you watching this. This ain't no disrespect to you. This is all respect to you. I'ma respect your G card and all of that. This is all respect to you. But I'm telling you, if you go be on it like that and you ready to tell me what I know to be right ain't right, nigga, you better know what you standing on. If you go give your life for it, if you go shed blood for this, go get beat up for this or beat somebody up for this, might fuck around, catch bids and all that for this, you better know what the fuck you talking about, homie. Know what you 212ing about, homie. Anything else is uncivilized. It don't make sense. It don't make sense. That's why we got to get back to the G-checking era. That's why we got to get back to the G-checking era. You know what I mean? You got to run down on them. You know what I mean? Hit them with them questions, see what them responses be like. Start snatching flags and all that. If they ain't real right, ask them who they big homie is. You want a 212 if they big homie, right? Listen, man. The first story was just some little funny shit, you know what I mean, about snakes and all that. I'm dead scared of snakes. But the second story is real, man. If you go that's with anything. If you go put your life on the line, learn everything about it. Religion. If you claiming you're a Christian, you better learn everything you can about that. You claiming you're a Muslim, you better learn everything you can about that. Buddhist, whatever. Better learn everything you can about that because you're willing to die for this. This is what you stand on. You know what I mean? Stand for something to fall for everything. You know what I mean? This is what you stand on. This is your square. How you not gonna be writing exact about your square and what you standing on? Especially when you out here repping something like that and you all flamed up and a nigga like me run down on you. Better than that, a nigga not like me run down on you. Because a nigga not like me would have ran down on you claiming that thing and saw what you was doing and smacked fire out you, would have put paws on you and all that. Would have spanked a real dog would have spanked the pup. You know what I mean? I done been in that situation plenty of times. Spank the pup, then turn around and school the pup. I done been in that situation plenty of times. I ain't want to get in that situation with you. You know what I mean? But yo, listen, my G. Know what you repping. I respect your G card. I salute it and all that. Right? But know what you repping. Find everything about this. Because the way you moving, youngin', God forbid, but the way you moving, you go end up behind that G wall. It's a whole different protocol behind that G wall, my nigga. You better know what you 212ing about, or you might fuck around and be fooled. You know what I mean? You might be a big plate for a nigga, right? But yo, it's been a minute. I'm back in action. We about to start spinning things, you know what I mean? Like it's supposed to be spent and all of that, right? You know what I mean? I got an interview coming up with my G, AP. On Pyro time and all that, the homie and all that. You know what I mean? Homie got a story to tell from Jersey to Cali, North Carolina, and all of that. That's my G. Matter of fact, his shit go sound like a real live movie, right? I thought the nigga was capping, but I'm right there with Mama Love. Mama Love vouching for everything. So, yo, it's official. So we got that coming, and we about to get back in the mix. We back in the matrix and all of that, right? Keep them good vibes going for Mama Love and all of that, right? And we back in the matrix. Hey, yo, shout it out. You already know. 050 The Movement, Jamil Saladin, Mac Mean, you already know. St. Laz, word. St. Laz, shout it out. Fuquan, word. Y'all check the OG out. The real Fuquan, word. Check Fuquan out, right? He got them stories for you, for real. L Famous and all that. The BX legend, L Famous and all that. Check them guys out and all that. But yo, you already know what I'm going to say. Smash the like. Smash the subscribe. Touch up the little notification bell up in the corner. Put the joint on all, so whenever your boy pop out, you know your boy popping out, right? But yo, salutes and salutations. 21 gun salute. We back in the Matrix. Rock with me. OG Sonny Blanco. I got a story to tell you, heard? Easy.
You're now tuned in to the latest, the newest, hottest show on YouTube. I got a story to tell. Hosted by your boy, OG Sonny Blanco. Fire interviews, worldly topics, and much more. Stay tuned. OG Sonny Blanco. I got a story to tell. You heard?